Why am I not showing live here? Oh my god. Hmm. Oh, alright, well, I guess I am live. Googly moogly. Alright. Woo! I got scared there for a few minutes, people. Googly moogly. Yeah, I don't know what I did, man. I haven't been live in a month since, yeah, the passing of my mascot Ginger. So, thank goodness, at least I know I'm live. If y'all don't want to watch me, no problem. Don't thumbs up me. Don't do anything. I just want to make sure. I had no idea. Um, I have a bunch of things I want to talk about, and I'll wait for a few people to join. And we all know my mascot Ginger passed. So, we're over it. We are over it. All right, thanks, Tampa. Thanks, Daryl. Daryl's awesome, by the way. Man, he's always on top of stuff. Everything Fish, I've not seen you before, I don't think. Um, in, there's other tanks to focus on, man. I just want to see if I got some people live. I didn't know if there were notifications. I don't know if people hit that little bell or whatever. Hey Chewy, hey buddy, how you doing? Um, you know, everything's going cool. So everything's back to norm. You know, we're just I'm done crying over Ginger. It's been a month, and oh, googly moogly is something else. Um, but anyway, we're going to talk about a few subjects here as people join. Along the way. Um, yeah, no problem, man. You can be hidden watcher. I could use all the support I can get. But anyway, here's the thing. What do y'all think about COPPA? COPPA. All right. Now, thanks a lot, Chew. Yeah, please hit the like button. Maybe other people see me. Again, I had no idea I was live. I didn't see anything. But COPPA, COPPA, that YouTube is doing. Anybody that's 13 and under and has a channel, um, or made for kids 13 and under will no longer get monetized, will no longer get likes, no longer get comments, no longer blah, 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 blah. Um, I don't get it. Now, like on my channel, and here's what I hated about it. I seriously hated this, people. I had to literally say all my videos are 13 and above. Well, maybe. I mean, because your average fish keeper, unless mom and dad's helping you out, and there's absolutely no freaking problem with that. Um, Obviously, there is going to be people 13 and under that probably see a video or two here and there. I mean, some of my videos I've got, uh, I don't know, 5,000 hits on. 6,000. No, I'm not a big time YouTuber. I'm no Corey. I'm no freaking LR Breath, whatever. But, I mean, some of my videos, kids have seen it. Um, and I hate to say that my content is not for 13 and under. But my goodness, according to the new freaking rules, alright, I have to say 13 and older. I mean, why can a 12-year-old not watch my channel? Is there anything offensive about fish? Okay? Anything offensive about fish? I may have used a curse word once or twice over the, how many videos I got now? Maybe 80? 100? I don't know how many I've got. But I, hey, Noah. Oh, my goodness. Everybody, I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this. In sympathy. This is from Not Noah Jane. Hold on, let me look at it. Okay. Yeah, I think I can show this. She sent me this card after Ginger died. And if any of y'all have not gone to her channel, Not Noah Jane Fishrich, please do it. I'm not sure I have a mod on here or anything at all, but y'all link her channel. But otherwise, go see her channel. I mean, the cool thing about her is most of her videos are kind of short, so they're easy to go through. Okay? Thank you, Noah, so much. Googly moogly. It meant a blessing to me, and hold on. Let me do that. You see that up there, people? That's thank you notes. Matter of fact, Noah's up there as well. I don't have any more frames right now, but this will be framed at some point. Okay? It will be framed. So thank you so much, dear. I mean, I'm not. All right. Come on, Scott, grow up. I'm not going to cry anymore. Yeah, Chewy. Thank you, Noah, so much. Yeah, Chewy, I have no idea why a 6-year-old or 6-year-old kid cannot watch Guppies. Okay? I don't know. I think it's more for... what about people that do Legos, for instance? Or people that do more children's toys and oriented? What is that one girl... Thank you, Noah. Hey, DPK. Good to see you, buddy. What is that one girl... I can't stand her. I can't stand the girl pulls her hair way back and she's gonna go bald before she's 20 probably and wears the hair bows and JoJo Swalina or something. You know, I kind of get her audience. But what is she gonna do? Because they absolutely are gonna find her. They're gonna show. Matter of fact, I checked her channel out just for curiosity. And they shut all of her comments off. Well, if you don't get comments, and again, I'm not comparing me, dude. I'm not even close to being, monetized, and I've been doing this for years, so I don't care. But somebody like it has 50 billion views or whatever. It hurts them. I don't know. Y'all have to weigh in on, what that is. But anyway, real quick, I think these guys are still doing pretty darn good. These are my blue, oh my goodness, what do I call them? Yeah, whatever I call them. But they've been still doing good after about 20 generations. I don't know. This is a mixed tank. There's all kinds of weird things in there. Who knows what's going on? That's a mixed tank. Hey, Diego, how you doing, buddy? I could never ever spell your name. I gotta remember San Diego, I believe is how you spell it. And I'm just bad with spelling, man. Every time I try to type to you. This is originally supposed to be... They're not doing very well color-wise. These are the Hawaiian Blue Moscows. They're just not... I don't know. Not working out the way I want them to. Googly freaking moogly. I can't really show you the tanks from the bottom because of the way this thing is set. That bottom one there came out of my pond. Everything in the bottom down there is out of my pond. And again, just mixed mutts. Good looking mutts, mixed mutts. This tank was supposed to be some kind of topaz, albino something or anothers, and I've lost most of them. Hey, there looks like one of my catfish down there, though. One of my bristle noses. One of them is huge in there, about 8 inches. Yes, Diego. Without the sand. Yeah, well, I would hope I would forget the sand. But anyway, these bottom tanks aren't worth showing at all. They're just not doing what I want them to do. Yada, yada, yada. Now, y'all might have noticed I cleaned this tank up a lot, cleaned that tank up a lot. And I've really cleaned these tanks up a lot. There's not a lot of light in here. These are the half-black reds. And I really cleared the tank out. And when I mean cleared it out, yeah, we cleared it out. The sad part is, oh my goodness, the guppy grass. Man, if this was summer and I could ship these things with heat packs, I'd make a ton of money on guppy grass. And the same down here. Just guppy grass. These are the half-black blues. And some of them are kind of taking on little traits of, what do you call them, people? What do you call them? Somebody help me out here. They're getting kind of like red splotches on them a little bit, some of them. Oh, freak. Yeah, thanks a lot, Noah. I don't know. Oh, what am I thinking of? Yeah, I'll think of it here in a little bit. But anywho, paprika. Huh. Alright. You know, DBK, I don't know how to tell you this. I cannot keep guppy grass from growing. Those bottom tanks are nothing but guppy grass. I can't get hornwort growing. And everybody says they can grow hornwort. Look at this. That's been there a year. You know. Now, that tank there, a little bit more. Guppy grass, Java moss is very hard. Very hard. So I'm going to hit my next subject real quick. Cats. I was hoping, as y'all may have noticed, if you see any of my prior videos, there was always nesting there for Ginger and in the other side of the aquarium. That way she could nest around there, stay warm because concrete's cold. But for me to move on from her, it took about a good month. One day I'm going to show you all the sanctuary upstairs of all the rescue cats that have died. We got the remains of Sinbad. We got the remains of Sassy. We got the remains of Ginger. And sadly, man, I take on a lot of cats that have issues. I mean, because nobody else wants them. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, you know, Sassy had diabetes. I had to give her 2 shots a day. And thank God she was a trooper for that. Sinbad died of feline FIP, feline leukemia, which kind of knew early on. Sassy had allergies that took her body over. And sadly, y'all have never seen this before. That's exactly where she passed away, right there. I cleaned it all up with, you know, wipes and bleach and everything else, but that's where she passed away, sadly. God rest her peace. Oh, I loved her. And she was my bedtime buddy, people. my little bedtime buddy. She was a snuggle bunny. Oh God, I loved her. Quit, Scott. You're gonna get upset. Let's not do that again. All right. Let's see here. Let me look at some comments here. Yeah, I have no idea about horn wart. Here's what I can tell you. Is some tanks it grows in and some it doesn't. That tank it won't grow in, but look at the guppy grass. Okay? It's just hog wild. That tank it works, that tank it works, that tank it works. The ones downstairs, not so much. Maybe because they're lower to the floor, got a lower temperature, but the bottom tanks definitely do much better with the guppy grass. So, man, I don't know if it's all about pH 100% or this or that. I have no idea. I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm just saying some tanks I have success in Java moss. Oh my goodness. Very select tanks do I have it. If I took you upstairs and showed you my 29 gallon upstairs that's been basically growing out since 2011, it's completely over covered with Java moss. Nothing else will grow in there. I've never even seen algae in there. But it's been a long time in the making, and obviously it's soaking up all the freaking nitrites and nitrates and everything else to keep anything else from forming. And the funny part about that is yeah, I've never seen anything else in there. Never. But I guarantee if I remove half of it, which I could sell for a crap load because it grows so slow. Hey, thanks a lot, Mr. B. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate this. It's just, I don't know. It's so funny how one aquarium next to another, they all use the same water source. Okay? Y'all see that? Water source. And it goes into I believe it's a 33 gallon on wheels, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's a brute on wheels. But all the same water. I always treat it with the same thing, which is prime. Okay? That's absolutely what I treat it with is prime. Now, the cool part, what I found out down here, again, you've probably seen one of the Plecos. See those caves? I made those caves. Basically, they're PVC. I pitched off in the back. I got a video on that. And I covered them in GE silicone, which is waterproof, and then wrote them in the sand, and then glued them together. Now, I probably should have painted the inside black, but Plecos, for breeding reasons, apparently like pitched off caves. But those guys have been there a while. And the funny part about this tank right here, there is a ton of Plecos in there that I never put in there. Some are 1 inch long. Well, a year and a half ago, I put a bunch in there that were 1 inch long. Either they never grew or they reproduced. I think I've counted something like 8 or 9 in there. Oh, by the way, y'all see that? Faithful Companions with a little paw print. That's what the, when I went to the funeral home, that's what they gave me. And remember. So, any of y'all that love your pets, man, just keep them in your heart, keep them in your life. That's all I can say. I gotta laugh a little bit because gotta keep from crying. The way I did those out there, I have a heat gun, And I believe these are, I want to say 2.5 inch in diameter, maybe 2 3/4. What I did, I have a vise outside, and what I would do is take a heat gun, you know, on the very ends of those, like the round you're looking at there, and I would slowly pinch them together, and heat it, slowly pinch it together, heat it, slowly pinch it together, and keep doing that until they kind of became like that on the ends. I think it's a 7,500 watt heat gun, or 750, whatever it is. And then I would just leave it in the vise for, I don't know, I would slowly crank it, so it's barely doing this while I'm heating it up. Um, and then I would leave it in the vise for maybe a half hour for it to cool off, and then remove it, and bam, they're pinched. And then I just put, around the outside, I put a bunch of GE silicone, waterproof silicone in like, I don't know, a bucket like that they could fit in. What is that, Scott? What is that? And that's for past sheet. That's past its prime. I just got to clean it out. But anyway, I would roll it around the silicone and then take the sand that I have, the play sand, and then roll it around in there to kind of give it a grippy texture on the outside. Maybe I should do it on the inside, but apparently that guy is cool about it. And then just silicone together on both sides. There's some underneath. I got some really cool caves that I've hand painted and done with dremels. Let's see if I can. Going outside the comfort zone here. There's one of them there, but it's hard to see. Oh, do I have a better one somewhere? Well, yeah, I actually do outside. I'll just show them to you later. Everybody, don't get dizzy. Don't get dizzy now. Googly muggly. And if you're ever wondering what that is there, people, it's basically filter media that I get shipped in when I buy fish food. My branded stuff. I'm not trying to brag, not trying to sell it. I am on eBay. Look at Fancy Tail Aquatics. I could really use the money come Christmas time. But I have my own brands, and these come with, let me show you real quick. Hey, Susan, I didn't see you in here. Let me catch her real quick. SLC and DPK and Raphael and everybody saying, hey, everybody, hang on for 1 second. Okay, when I get my fish food shipped in, look at this. It's filter media that they package everything in. So sometimes is all I do is I'll do this. Okay, rubber band it, throw it in any random aquarium. That way, when I'm starting a new random aquarium, even though I use mostly sponge filters, the cool thing is all the bacteria is on there. That's why that thing looks brown and nasty, and guess what? That thing is full of good bacteria, man. Completely full. So, that's why that's in there. At one time, it looked like this. Well, I don't know what I look like. I'm wearing all my clothes. Hey, Fish Keep in Jamaica, how you doing, buddy? But again, my best guppies are down there. I don't know. Let's see if we can take a look real quick. These have been the ones breeding forever. And by the way, One Fish, Two Fish Rocks, Aquarium Co-op, Jedron Aquatics, AC Aquatics. He's not in this. I don't know if he's around much anymore in BAM Aquatics, but let's see. These are my best looking guppies, if any of them show up. Yeah, you can kind of see some oddities in there. Yellow tails and different things. And typically I take all my better looking fish in here. There was, yeah, see? It almost looks like an Endler, that one. That's a female, of course. Female, of course. My goodness, the females have taken over. Googly moogly. Now here's another weird tank. It's kind of a purple Moscow, I guess. A Hawaiian blue Moscow. Some snakeskin types. Yeah, eventually I'd love to sell these things. I just don't know how I would price them or sell them. And the cool thing is, you never know what you're going to get, in these type of tanks. And, a lot of these are just kind of, what I would call coals. There's a reason I removed them. Usually. Yeah, that is a weird, interesting fish. And I got some weird ones up here, too. What else? Very weird ones. They're just kind of, I don't know. They are what they are. The question is, how am I gonna, oh, that one doesn't look too good. Her looks a little sick. Oh, that ain't good. Well, we'll have to take care of that soon. But, I don't know, these are just kind of, again, coals of coals of coals. So, that just gives you a better idea. There's not much going on in this tank. Originally, blue deltas were supposed to be going on. Now it's just full of, guppy grass and, freaking, catfish. And no different in this one. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these coals, people. I'm going to try to sell them in batches coming up soon. But, nice purples, but the problem is, I don't like shipping in the winter. I had too many losses last year and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. I don't even know why I put him in there, to be honest with you. Huh. I don't know. Some cool looking fish, man. Alright. I know. Don't get dizzy on me here. Let me stick us back up here. I'm going to wrap this up here soon, people. I don't want to take up y'all's Thursday nights. A lot of y'all probably trying to watch football and blah, 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 blah. Let me get back to my list here real quick. Let's see. We talked about COPPA. Talked about cats. I take that, please. Any of y'all that can take a rescue cat or dog or animal. I don't care. It could be an iguana. It could be whatever. Please, man, visit your humane societies or whatever you got locally, your shelters, your boardings, whatever they are. Man, take home what you can, please. I mean, you can't get a beautiful girl like her in your life if you don't ever take a chance and get her. And I don't know how I've replaced my mascot Ginger, but I don't know. Maybe Donut will take over. And if y'all had missed out on my prior video, Donut, the reason his name is Donut, he had a sibling, and I felt so bad in the shelter. His sibling was named Duncan. And then he was Donut. And for whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't grab both. I think the reason is because I got an 8-year-old cat here, Zorro. Y'all have seen him in some videos. He's got a black and white face. Very, very adorable. But set in his ways. And I knew that he probably could not take on two kittens at once, but amazingly, it's brought him back to life. My 8-year-old cat, and he's got a lame leg when I got him. My 8-year-old cat, I mean, he has a lame leg. He had an ACL injury and a broken leg and blah blah blah, and it's all healed now. He just doesn't get around very well. He kind of hobbles a lot more than he walks. But Donut has brought the life out of him. Now they're chasing each other up and down stairs. They're playing. Uh, it is freaking amazing. So if you ever get a chance, please just, do what you can if you can. Or at least maybe donate to a shelter if you can't take in a pet. They would love, and I've done this, take pet food down that maybe your cats won't eat, or dog food they won't eat, or donate whatever you can. Anyway, I'm going to get off that. I'm not Bob Barker, for goodness sake. Anyway, I'm going to be wrapping this up. What is coming soon? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My sales have fell, with my Repashy and my branded foods. I think there's a big time YouTuber that's going to do I sent him my branded food. He was happy with 3 out of the 4. One of them he wasn't happy with. And I told him, he goes, I'm going to be honest. I was like, all right, cool. And he didn't care for the ingredients on one of them. And I said, that's fine, man. You do what you got to do. I'll not mention the name. Either y'all are subscribed to him or you aren't. He's kind of a bigger time guy. Otherwise, I believe he liked the other 3. He's supposed to be doing a video here soon. And we'll go from there. And that's cool. A lot of my lines are premium and yada, yada, yada. But anyway, y'all check me out on YouTube. eBay, Fancy Tail Aquatics. Very easy. Very easy, folks. Now it's fancy_tail_aquatics, but you'll find me. And then if you reach me, just hit on the right side, you'll see everything for sale or whatever. Once you find one of my items, you can see everything for sale. There's foods, there's wood, there's all kinds of stuff. I have no idea what's on there. But anywho, I really don't want to hold you all up any longer. Thanks a lot, DPK and Tampa. Tampa. You send me a picture to fancytailaquatics@yahoo.com. It's just normal. Fancy Tail Aquatics, Normal. No spaces. With a picture of your fur baby, I've been wanting to see him or do a video on him. And if you are in Tampa, I was in Tampa last year doing fish farms. Well, I didn't get to see too many. I got sunburnt too bad. I'll probably be down again, maybe late or middle of next year. Maybe we can meet up or something. As far as, yes, I want to get into koi guppies. My first goal is I'm going to have to get rid of 3 or 4 or 5 mutt tanks. That's a fact. And if you all know anything, and I've learned this lesson a hard way, how in the world, I don't care how many fish you pull out of here, there's always going to be fry left over. And you could pull everything out and empty it out, there's still going to be fry. So at some point, you got to put something in the water, like straight out of the tap, to kill off anything that's in there, because the problem is, obviously you don't want to crossbreed. These are all crossbreeds, these are not. So yes, I want to do koi guppies. Um, but I've got to figure out like that tank. Those came out of my pond. My pond, I don't know, 90-gallon pool I had on the back deck all winter. And again, there's all kinds of cool colors. But you've got to make sure you get rid of each and every one. And a lot of people have opinions on how to do that or not do that. Um, I know when I originally moved from Lawrenceburg to Louisville, I was amazed. I emptied out I only had really two aquariums at that point. 2011, I had a 29-gallon aquarium that had everything in there. Everything. My original purple Moscows from Luke Roebuck that I talked to him over the phone and bought them. Rest in peace, brother. Um, but there were tetras in there. There were cories. There were everything. And I basically took everything I could possibly get out of that tank and put them into a couple Coleman coolers with the rocks and the filters and everything else. Of course, a couple got squashed along the way, sadly, because, what can you do? The tank had less than, I don't even believe there was any water in there at all. When I started filling the tank back up, from the gravel, I've seen all these little fry raise up. There must have been 50 or 60 of them. So, it just, yeah, I don't know what you can, I don't know. I would have to completely make sure I get rid of every fish out of that tank to a local pet shop or supplier around here. And sadly, I did a video on this before. People hated me, all right? And every one of you all put down somewhere below how you completely clear your tank. I said the only thing I could do left was put direct fresh water in there. Yes, I ended up with about 14 or 15 dead fry. Because I had basically all the adults. There might have been one adult in there. Whatever, sue me. I don't know. But if you're going to start a pure breed, obviously you've got to freaking make sure it's 100% clear. And there's no jumpers. And that's why you've got to always, always be careful when you're, netting out stuff and putting it in other aquariums. Make sure you don't accidentally spill some fry in here or, fry over there when it's meant to go, to this tank, in the middle, and you accidentally dump them through a hole in here. If you accidentally get them in there, well, you screwed the whole freaking, lineup. And that's happened to every one of us, I imagine. I know it's happened to me several times. Hey, Fish Freak, how you doing? Fist bump back up, brother. But anyway, I'll be wrapping this up shortly. So, yeah, again, y'all tell me in comments on whenever the video comes out, how do you clear out a tank completely to make sure there's no fry left at all? And this tank is really cool. There are 5 or 6. Oh boy, if I could get a picture of them. And they've been trying to survive. Albino mosaics. And they're trying to survive, but their daddies died. There's one on the bottom, there's one there. They're really cool. They kind of got some pinkish to the tail. I don't know why that dude's hiding in that cave so long. Probably just didn't want the light on. But otherwise, they're not really great to look at. I like them. You can see a few in the background. Oh, there's the male. See the little red in his tail, I guess? That's the only male left. So if he goes and doesn't pop these virgin females, well, there goes that line. But I think it's kind of cool. They're just weird. And will people really want them? I doubt it. They might give 30 bucks a trio if I can ever get them going. I don't know. Oh, Tampa, I'm not gonna do that, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, why not unleash piranha in there? Why not? Now I know a lot of people do. Oscars, piranhas, whatever. But then the problem is, now you've got a freaking Oscar that you can't afford to feed because he's done eating everything you've had, and now you've got a 12-inch long Oscar. What are you going to do with him? Kind of the, you know, kind of the same thing. Yeah, I do keep them all heavily planted. That one down there was way more heavily planted. But I pulled it all out the other day. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, there. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't really have to do a ton of water changes like people say you do. My tank upstairs, a 29 gallon aquarium. If I could show it to you, yeah, look how heavily planted those things are. That thing is full, man. I've got to clear that thing out. Look at that, just completely full. Um, my one upstairs, with Java moss in there, it is head to bottom. I have to remove Java moss. There's probably 100 guppies in the 29, but I have to remove Java moss periodically because they cannot get from the surface to the top. They can't. They're constantly trying to weave in and out. Some of them may have drowned in there. I have no idea. Um, but I believe in a heavily, heavily planted tank. Man, the bio load it can soak up is so much more than fake plants or anything else you could possibly do. That's my opinion. All right, don't take my word on it. I'm just saying that's what works for me, and it works. Whereas in when I went to Tampa Bay slash Lakeland slash Bartow to film a bunch of um, guppy farms, what did they rely on? Oh my goodness. They use springs and they do probably 1,000% changes a day. Literally. They come from the springs. Um, they're pumped up and they go through. They use coffins there. I do have a video on one of them. Y'all just have to go back and look. Um, but they're literally coffins, concrete coffins. And then the water comes through from the spring and it flushes out on the ground, through the floor. Matter of fact, half the time you're standing in 2 inches of water. And then it flows out to outward ponds that alligators and snapping turtles and everything else live in. And they eat away at that. And then I guess they grow wild in the ponds and floods take them away. So, um, just a lot of ways of doing that. You know, um, I, I'm just one of these people, man. I hate to kill anything, personally. You know, not that I have anything wrong against hunting, wrong against fishing. I eat fish. You know, whoa, whoa, was that against the COPPA rule? Let me look that up. Because maybe I eat fish. No, no, no. COPPA, COPPA is only if I'm under 13. Okay. Um, I eat seafood. I eat fish. Would I ever eat a guppy? I doubt it. I'd have to be awful starving. But I hate to kill something for no reason whatsoever. If it's going to be used for meat or product or whatever, I'm cool with it, man. But other than that, I really don't want to put an aggressive fish in to kill off these other fish. I have other means of getting rid of them, whether it's local clubs. I need to start calling some pet shops because I'm getting overwhelmed. Um, and maybe next year I'll have some of these beautiful, beautiful, weird colors you saw. Maybe do 6 packs, 6 males for, I don't know, $35 of random colors, whatever. Um, but oh yeah, yeah, I've seen DBK. I've seen the I believe I've seen the Miami one. Was Was it from? It might not have been him. I think it was another YouTuber that might have done one, but yeah, they use concrete vaults all the freaking time down there because one, they don't float up when the ground floods. Number two, they don't leak for the most part. Number three, it's so easy to capture the fish in them because they're rectangle. You know, you just put one big net in at the other and scoop them up. But yeah, Mr. B, it was just so fascinating. I had no idea. The coolest thing about the tour I had, I forget what fish they are. What are maybe they were cichlids. What is the fish that keeps like all the babies in the mouth? It could have been cichlids, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, while I was down there, um, one of the ladies, her whole job, the entire day, was to go tank to tank to tank, and she would net these fish out, open their mouths up, and make them spit into a net, and I don't know, 50, 80, 100 babies would come out, and then she would take those and rotate them, put them in another, I don't know, pond, however they list them, 1, 2, 3, or whatever she said they did, and they knew that, you know, this would go 4 weeks, and that one would go 8 weeks, and yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, okay, maybe it was cichlids. Or, yeah, it might have been Africans. I'm not sure. I just know she opened her mouths up, and I've never seen fries spill out into a net like they did. And I had no idea that's how they bred them, man. They would literally open their mouths to get the babies out. Because I don't know what happens if you keep them together. Y'all could tell me way more than anyone else. I've never had a mouth brooder. No clue how it works, man. I just thought it was absolutely fascinating. And it was also absolutely fascinating. Me and my buddy that walked past a couple of they had probably had about 100, I don't know, what do you call them? Greenhouses, if you will. We're walking past snakes, 2 feet away from us, water snakes and all kinds of snakes. And I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy filming and blah, blah, blah. And the lady pointed out, she goes, "Look at that big snake you stepped past." I was like, "Good God, that thing was 6 feet long." I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." I said, "Do you ever get alligators out here?" She goes, "Yeah, they sometimes get in the fish pond and start eating the fish. We have to call a trapper. And we have a license, we can kill them." So it was just crazy. It was just crazy. But yeah, I was absolutely fascinated about mouth brooders. No freaking clue, man. No clue at all. For all you watching, I, I don't know. I thought that was a saltwater thing, man. It's just amazing. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And like I say, there's just tanks everywhere. I'm possibly, if I can get some things straightened out, money-wise, see that outlet right there? That's a great place to set up yet another bench. Not like that, but, for some more fish tanks. But I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going on. If any of y'all can buy my repashy off, buy the Fancy Tail Aquatics food off, and whatever else I got to sell, just go visit Fancy Tail Aquatics on eBay. I don't have a website because honestly, I can't really afford the $30 freaking dollars a month, and much less program the stupid website. And my last quote was $1,500 to set up a website. I'll have to get with one of you more professional people privately. I can't afford that, man. It's just, I'm doing everything I can just to keep all my boys in feed and supplies and everything else. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I want to thank each and every one of you. You mean everything to me. You're what keeps me pumping and what keeps me alive. Thank you, Mr. B, DPK, Robert Jones, Fish Freak, Tampa, and whoever else might still be listening in the background or whatever. But thank each and every one of you. God bless. Y'all are in my heart. Thank you for supporting me. And thanks for all the rough times going through Ginger. I'm back, baby. I'm back. All right. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Good night. Love y'all. Everybody figure out how to cut this off.